Okay, now that the bench is all clean, let's assemble my intake. I have a stock LS6 intake manifold. I have some fittings for the fuel rails for the feed and the return. I believe -10 for the feeds and -8 for the returns. I have the Holley LS fuel rails. I have Feltro gaskets, just the intake manifold gaskets, and then some Deca 80-pound injectors that have been cleaned and flowed. So they should be good to go. I also have some larger injectors, but the 80s will take care of us for now. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the completed intake manifold as far as we could get it today. I got the Holley rails on there. I got lucky and put them on the correct sides first try. You can kind of see there's some knockouts to go around those standoffs. So they are directional side to side. I got lucky and nailed that first try. I believe I said that I had two -8 and two -10 fittings for the ends of the rail. It turns out they're all -8. It's been a long time since I ordered those fittings. I didn't remember what I had and where they were intended for, but I wanted -8, I guess. So I got the rails on there, got the injectors on there. Again, those are Siemens Deca 80-pound-an-hour injectors that have been cleaned and flow matched. I put the Holley injectors hub harness on there. You can see the connector back there. Now, the reason there's no throttle body, I do have a throttle body and I have gaskets and all that good stuff. This intake, which came with a throttle body, came from Kuwait and it was packed with dirt and sand and it was really dirty. It took a long time to get this thing cleaned up. The throttle body is equally as bad, but has not been cleaned up yet. So I'm undecided if I'm going to reuse it or if I'm just going to go to an aftermarket one. I got to figure that out. But for now, I'm just leaving it off. This is just going to sit on the shelf until I get further on some other parts of the car. But this gets some parts assembled and out of boxes, so it takes up less space. I also did get the gaskets on the bottom. I did not do the foam pieces. I don't have knock sensors, so I'm not too worried about getting dirt in the knock sensors. That's mainly what those foam pieces are for. That's it for the intake. Let's go and get this cooler open, see what we can do about getting it mounted into the car. So this is set up to adapt to -6 AN line. Probably not going to do that yet. just because this will keep everything out of getting the trans anywhere. So for now, let's see what we can do to get this thing mounted into the car. Okay, here we are underneath the back of the car. Kind of see axles and differential. Don't mind that it's really dirty. Sorry about the lighting too, I'm gonna fix that, but want to get something done today. So you guys kind of have to just deal with it. So the idea is to mount the transmission cooler somewhere back here, which there is not a lot of room. I'm running a single 4-inch exhaust to give you an idea how much space a 4-inch takes up. It's about that. So I mean, to come underneath the axles, you're already taking up a lot of space. So that eats up a lot of room. About the only two places I think would be where that muffler was, or where that muffler was, or cut out the spare tire well. I don't really want to cut the car, but I will if I have to. As far as the lines are concerned, it makes more sense to have it on this side, because this is the side that the fittings are on the transmission. However, it's easier to run the exhaust that side. So, got my work cut out for me to try and figure this out. So I'm going to try to mount the transmission cooler on the driver's side muffler location. I think I should have enough space there. So first thing, I'm going to remove this stock heat shield, see what we're working with underneath there. Really can't wait to fix this light situation underneath there. I dropped this thing a bunch of times. Anyway, we got the heat shield off, got the cooler here. Let's kind of see what we're working with here. That looks pretty good. Should have enough room for the lines to run this way. And I think I could build off of the bolts that held the heat shield. So that would make my life a little bit easier. I think that's going to work. Let's see what we could make up for brackets. both look to be about 8 and 7/16. That should be fun.